Hello, agents. Welcome to another episode of Agents Confidential. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm going to be tackling this episode solo this week because Eric is on vacation with his family, which we love to see. So welcome to this next episode. And I'm going to be talking to you about something that I think is very important and honestly just not talked about enough. This is your nervous system. So I want to ask you something, and it is, are you really running your business or is stress running you? In this episode, I'm going to be breaking down the connection between your nervous system and your success as an insurance agent, because the truth is, if your body is in survival mode, then your business is too. So I'm going to be talking to you about the hidden stress signals that agents ignore, how they sabotage your growth, and some simple ways to reset so you can lead your business from a calm, focused place. So this one's for anyone who's ever felt stuck, scattered, straight up fried. Let's get into it. Okay, so ultimately, your nervous system is running the show. Think of your nervous system as your real CEO behind every decision that you make. It runs quietly in the background, influences how you think, how you act, how you respond, whether you realize it or not. At its core, your nervous system is designed to keep you alive. It is constantly scanning for threats, real or perceived, and when it senses any sense of danger, it kicks into survival mode. So this triggers one of the 4 automatic responses, which I'm sure you've heard of before: fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So I'm going to go through each of these. Fight is you become aggressive or confrontational, trying to fix or fight your way out of stress. And in business, this could show up as micromanaging, controlling every detail, burning yourself out by taking too much on. And the next is flight. You just run from the problem. This might look like procrastination, avoiding difficult conversations, ghosting client follow-ups because the pressure feels too overwhelming. Freeze is you feel stuck. You can't make decisions. You're paralyzed by the fear of making the wrong move. And this can stall your business growth entirely because you're too overwhelmed to take action. And fawn is you people please to keep the peace. In business, this can be over-delivering, saying yes to every client request, and avoiding boundaries, leaving you drained and feeling undervalued. So those are the 4, but here's the kicker. When your nervous system is stuck in any of these modes, you are not thinking about long-term strategy, creativity, or growth. You're thinking about survival, how to get through the next task, the next meeting, the next crisis. And if your body is in survival mode, your business will reflect that chaos too. So this is why stress management isn't just a nice to have. It is essential for your success as an agent and in business in general. A regulated nervous system means clearer thinking, better decision making, A regulated nervous system means clearer thinking, better decision-making, and stronger leadership. When you are calm and grounded, you're able to focus on growth, serve your clients effectively, and actually enjoy building your business. Because when you're stressed, your brain it's just not thinking about growth. It's thinking about how to survive. So how do you know if your nervous system is actually running the show and not in a good way? Your business is going to send you signals that you're stuck in survival mode, I promise you. So you just have to know how to read them. Some ways to know if your business is stuck in survival mode, let's go through them. Overwhelm. This is the first big sign, feeling overwhelmed. This feels like you are carrying the weight of your entire business on your shoulders and it's crushing you. You've got calls to make, clients to follow up with, policies to review, and suddenly even the simplest task feels impossible. Instead of tackling one thing at a time, you're spiraling, thinking about everything at once, and the result is you are exhausted before you've even started. So that's overwhelm. And then the next one is decision fatigue. This is another sign. As a business owner or as an agent, you are making hundreds of small decisions every single day, from client strategies to what to post on social media. When your nervous system is overloaded, those decisions start feeling so heavy. You find yourself overthinking, procrastinating, second-guessing every move. Suddenly, choosing between 2 Medicare plans for clients feels like climbing a mountain. So that decision fatigue is that second one. And this third one is reactive instead of proactive behavior. So you might also notice that you are always reacting instead of proactively leading your business. So instead of setting the pace and working on big picture strategies like networking and marketing and long-term growth, you are constantly putting out fires. A client calls with an issue, you drop everything. Policy change hits your inbox, you scramble to react. The problem is you're always reacting and you're not steering the ship, you're just trying not to sink. This leads into the next sign of constant firefighting instead of strategic planning. If your days feel like they're packed with last-minute problems and you never seem to have time to plan ahead, red flag. When you're stuck in a cycle of dealing with constant emergencies, the long-term goals like building referral partnerships, improving client retention, and refining your marketing get shoved to the side. I'm just going to be honest with you. If you're stuck in the weeds every day just trying to survive, your nervous system is running your business, not you. And let me be real, your business cannot grow from survival mode. Growth requires space. It requires calm, clarity, and the ability to think long-term. So I encourage you to ask yourself, are you leading your business or are you just surviving it? Okay, now you might be thinking, Yana, I get it. The survival mode isn't ideal, but what does this really matter for me as an insurance agent? I'm going to break it down for you because this is not just about your mindset. It is about your results, your income, and your ability to build meaningful relationships with clients because that's what this business is. It's relationships. Okay, so first off, when you're stuck in survival mode, your client service takes a hit. When your nervous system is overwhelmed, you are not operating from a place of confidence or clarity. You're rushing through calls, missing small but important details, and trying to get through the day instead of being fully present for your clients. And I'm sure if you're an agent who survived AEP, I know that you've been there. Second, survival mode leads straight to burnout. And that's not just exhaustion. It's the total shutdown of motivation, creativity, and drive. When you are constantly reacting, scrambling to stay afloat, and dealing with decision fatigue, you are running on empty. And in this business, you're not just managing policies, you are managing emotions. You're managing fears and very personal decisions about people's health and financial security. If you're burned out, you can't show up for your clients or yourself in the way that you need to. And the real kicker is being in survival mode blinds you to opportunities. When you're stuck in the day-to-day grind, you're too overwhelmed to think strategically or creatively. Maybe you're not following up on potential leads. Maybe you're not nurturing your referral partnerships. And ultimately, you're not investing time into marketing your business. You might miss out on that connection that could have led 5-10 new clients, or skip a networking event because you're too exhausted. And every missed opportunity means slower growth and less income, and ultimately less people that you help. So that's why it matters. And these are some examples of how it actually shows up for you. And if you've been in the field for any amount of time, I know that you'll recognize some of these patterns. Every agent deals with rejection, but when your nervous system is already on edge, a simple no from a client can feel so crushing, and you can take it personally, start questioning your skills, and it chips away at your confidence. Clients can also be demanding, especially when they're confused or stressed about their coverage. If you're already running on fumes, that pressure feels overwhelming. And instead of leading with empathy and professionalism, you might react with frustration or avoidance. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it, AEP is intense. We all know this. The constant calls, the applications, the deadlines, it's enough to push anyone towards burnout. But if you're operating from survival mode during this critical season, you are not maximizing your potential. And instead of growing your book of business, you're just trying to survive until it's over. Ultimately, if your nervous system is stuck in survival mode, your clients are going to feel it and your business is going to reflect it. And when you're calm, clear, and grounded, that's when you build relationships that turn into long-term clients, referrals, and real business growth. Because this business is not just about policies or commissions. It is about connection. It's about trust. It's about showing up for your clients with clarity and confidence. Now for the fun part, because there is good news. You do not have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay stuck in survival mode. You can reset your nervous system. And when you do that, you're not just calming yourself down. You're resetting the way that you lead, think, and grow your business. Think of it like clearing a foggy windshield. When you're regulated, when your nervous system is regulated, your decisions are sharper, creativity flows, and most importantly, you start showing up as the leader your business needs you to be and your clients need you to be. So let's start with the basics, some quick tools that you can use anytime, anywhere to ground yourself and get out of survival mode fast. These are super practical techniques that help you hit the reset button whenever things start feeling very overwhelming. And we also have our little agent reset that you can listen to as many times as you need to, whenever you need to. So the first simple grounding technique is breath work. Your breath is the fastest way to shift your nervous system. One of my favorite methods is the 4-7-8 technique. It's when you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. This signals to your body that you are safe and helps bring you back into a calm, focused state. So imagine doing this before a big client call or during AEP. It's like hitting the reset button on your brain. Next is movement. Now, this doesn't mean like a full workout session. This just means moving your body to help relieve some pent-up stress. So get up, stretch, take a little walk around the block, 10 jumping jacks, Just this simple act of moving your body tells your brain we're safe, we're not stuck. And also just taking breaks. I know it sounds simple, but how often do you actually step away from your desk during the day? A 5-minute break can refresh your mind, help you refocus, and give you the space to make smarter decisions. And I'm just going to say it, scrolling through social media doesn't count. Step outside, breathe, give your brain some room to recharge. This next layer is about creating space for clarity. You can't make clear, strategic decisions if your calendar is overloaded and your boundaries are non-existent. You just can't. So setting boundaries. This means saying no when you need to, okay? It means setting clear office hours and sticking to them, even during AEP. You're not available 24/7, and you shouldn't feel guilty about protecting your time. Healthy boundaries give you space to lead with intention instead of reacting out of stress. And also managing your schedule. Your calendar should work for you, not the other way around. Time blocking can be a game changer. I know plenty of agents who have implemented this into their business and it helps them so much. Set specific hours for client calls, for admin tasks, and even creative thinking. Set time for networking, for reaching out to people. Set time for nurturing your referral partnerships. If you are more energetic in the morning and that's your time to make calls, and that's when you feel the most social, perfect. That's when you set your time for client calls. And then in the afternoon, maybe it's a 3 p.m. slump, go take a walk around the block, come back, you're refreshed, admin tasks. Whatever that is, ultimately, your calendar should work for you. So manage your schedule to protect your time. Another thing that I love is creating white space. Leave room in your schedule for downtime. Even 15 minutes of nothing can spark some creativity and allow new ideas to surface. This is where strategy happens. It's hard to think about growing your business when every second is packed, so create white space in your calendar. Now let's talk about the foundation of it all, your physical health. If you want to be the best version of yourself in business, this trio cannot be ignored. It is sleep, nutrition, and exercise. Sleep is not a luxury. It is your secret weapon. Some studies show that mild sleep deprivation can impair decision-making and creativity. Prioritize your sleep. Prioritize it, especially during high-stress periods like AEP. A clear mind makes better business decisions every single time. And nutrition, you don't need to be a total health nut, but your body needs fuel to function at its best. Whole foods, balanced meals, staying hydrated. Think of it as feeding your brain because your business decisions literally depend on it. Exercise. You don't need to spend hours in the gym. You can if you want, but you don't have to. Just move regularly. Exercise reduces stress hormones and boosts endorphins. It helps you stay focused, energized, and clear-headed. Even just a 20-minute walk can help you reset mentally and physically. Here's the bottom line. When your nervous system is regulated, you just lead differently. You're calmer, you're clearer, and you're more confident. You're not just reacting to the chaos of the day, you're making strategic decisions, nurturing client relationships, and driving your business forward. And honestly, it doesn't have to take hours. Sometimes all it takes is 5 minutes of deep breathing, a quick walk, or setting a boundary with your time. Little shifts lead to big changes, and when your nervous system is thriving, your business will follow. So I know that this was a little bit of a different episode, maybe a different idea, but it really is the foundation for things. And we made this podcast for agents who don't just want the regular cookie cutter advice. We made this podcast for agents who want to grow with purpose. And we strive to be your weekly dose of real talk and strategy and fresh ideas to help you grow your business, serve your clients better, and build a life that you're proud of. And your nervous system, it sets the tone. It sets the tone for your business. When you lead from a grounded, calm state, your business grows with clarity and intention. And as a reminder, we have our agent reset that you can listen to anytime. Agents who grow together win together, so make sure that you're subscribed and send this to another agent who's ready to lead their business with more clarity and less chaos. Have a great day, guys.